What's poppin', everybody? Welcome to another episode of the MEEZE Show. I'm your host with the most. Now, before we begin, please hit that like and that subscribe button for me so we can proceed onto this video. Preferably, even if I only had to pick one, I would say that subscribe button. Now, excuse that. Okay, so, pretty sure you guys been keeping up with, oh my God. Pretty sure you guys been keeping up with the topics and stuff like that. And if you haven't, yeah, man. Kendrick, in my personal opinion, he slaughtered Drake. He recently put out a song, and I'm going to put the link in the description for it so you can click on it and listen to it if you choose. Pretty sure everybody's heard it at this point. Kendrick put out a song called Euphoria. Now, Euphoria is about 6 minutes long. So, I'll say this. When I first heard it, I just heard that first part with that little weak-ass little beat. So, when I first heard it, I said, man, this sucks. Like, what? And then they changed the song, so I was like, so I didn't, in all fairness, right? I didn't hear the full thing or in entirety. I just heard it with that little weak beat. Then later, somebody played it for me, excuse me. Somebody had played it for me, and then when they played it for me, that's when I really listened to it all the way through, like really soaking up the lyrics and stuff like that. Oh, he killed him. He killed him. He killed him. You dig what I'm saying? So, and you know, my opinion, don't get me wrong, Drake, when he was getting at everybody, that was like pretty good for his style of getting, because he don't really get at nobody. From my experience, whenever I hear Drake, 9 10 out of 10, he sneak distance. That's what he does. Kendrick brought that up too. So what I want to do is just share a couple key bars that he put and let it kind of like more so comment on them and let him like really speak on how good they were and how it might be like more than one meaning. All right, so now granted, there's a bunch, right? There's a lot. So I just basically pulled out like a few, just a couple bars that maybe we could speak on. There's a lot more. Okay, so one of them, Tommy. What do you say, Tommy Hilfiger? You wore Tommy Hilfiger, but FUBU never been in your collection. So for those that know, FUBU, you know, is a so they say it's a black brand, right? Black American brand, for us, by us, right? The black community. Not saying that people that's not black didn't wear it. I wore it myself when I was a kid, but it was designed by a homie from Shark Tank and one other guy, I believe. Anyway, it was a good brand, and it was known by the black community. Now, Tommy Hilfiger, we already know that there were some controversies about him saying some stuff. He didn't know that all the black people was about to be wearing his clothes, blah, 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 right? So, with that being the case, that's that, right? He said, what he say? Don't tell me. He said, don't tell no lies about me, and I won't say no truths about you. So, basically, anything that he might have to say about Kendrick is implying, like, no, that ain't even, what he was saying is false. On the other hand, Drake, like, don't get me wrong. So, when I say this, I don't dislike Drake. I like his music. I'm a fan of his music. I guess we don't really know his personal life because nobody really knows. For one, he just messes with his small circle, and then he messes with a few other people outside of that 21 game, you know, stuff like that. But he's like, he's into his own, into his self, right? So we don't know a lot about Drake. So he's talking about, we don't tell the truth about you. We do know he was on the Degrassi, you know what I'm saying? A Canadian show. We do know that he had a decent upbringing, you know what I'm saying? Which is nothing wrong with that. Just, you know, painting the picture for what, you know. Okay, so he talks about selling the soul. This is the big one. So Kendrick says, I forget what he said word for word, but he was like, I was going to just play it and comment on it as we go, but it's such a long song. We'll be here all day. You guys have been logged off, and I ain't getting no views. So, he talks about selling the soul. So, we all know what they're talking about. When you get to that level of, you know, that Diddy style type of level, you know, if you know, you know what I'm saying? He said he's a chameleon. It will make Pac turn in his grave. So the chameleon bar, in my personal opinion, The Chameleon bar was pretty good because if you really like look at it, he's done reggaeton. I don't know if they consider it the same. R&B, singing, rap, smooth rap, tough guy rap, like all these different styles. And he doesn't particularly have one lane. He just has his. There's no lane. He just does whichever. And also, right? This might be spoken of later on this list, but also, I just found this out. So when he not very first came out, but when he first got his little thing popping with YG, right? I got a shorty named Texas and she got a buddy named MJB, and now you know the deal. All that word for word, I would say like 80% of that words was rapping Forte song, and he got sued for it, and he never made good on the 100K that he's supposed to owe, according to the online sources, and there's a lot of them. Okay, so anyway, he's talking about he's a chameleon. He's just taking different styles, and he said, Kendrick said, I don't want to talk on no silly language barriers, no accent you can sell me. So we already know Drake. When you hear him talk, no, don't ask me about that, man. No, don't do that, right? But then when he raps, his whole rap song sounds different than his real voice. You get what I'm saying? The crown is heavy. I hope they my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly. That was a bar. Not even necessarily. I don't know if there's a secret meaning to that, but that is a bar. YNW Melly killed YNW Melly unalive two of his best friends for whatever alleged. Right? He's on trial right now. F all that pushing P. Let me see you push a T. Pusha T, what'd he do? Pusha T got on him. Got on his bumper. You feel me? Really made a real song about the boy. And I don't even know if he really responded beyond like a sneak diss. I feel like he does a lot of that. I don't feel like it's enough true. I like Drake. As I said before, I like Drake. I don't feel like it's enough true lyrical like attacking. You know what I'm saying? Really get in there. Really get in there. Really get on your, you know what I'm saying, your opponent. You got to get on him, right? How many more fairy tales till we had enough? How many black features till you feel you black enough? So this one, right? This one was from the Rick Ross thing. He's, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know he wants to be hanging out at the park with the Chevys, which I don't think that's the case in Canada, but whatever the situation. Yeah, so that's that. Tell your audience where you get your abs from. So I don't know. All right, this is what I'm gonna say about this, right? Usually, where there's smoke, there's fire, right? Bismillah. With that being the case, where there's smoke, there's fire, right? What this mean? This mean basically that if it's enough something said about something, make you wonder if it's true. Let's say way back in the day, they were talking about Lil' Kim, you know what I'm saying, gobble so much, you know what I'm saying, blah, 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 right? Backstage, she had her stomach pumped, right? One person, two person, shut up, you feel me? After so many people say it, you just take it as the truth. Like, you get what I'm saying? If you go to some village out in the Amazon rainforest, and one person says, "Oh, yeah, be careful, it's a Yeti out here, or it's some sort of monster," enough people say it, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna go back in my little hut. The monster's out. You get what I'm saying? So, enough people talking about this ab thing. Maybe it's the case. Now, mind you, on this beat, he's switching on the song, he's switching the beat like 3 times at least, right? The first one was whack, I would say, but the lyrics were cool. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta listen. Another one, he said, Yachty can't give you no swag, right? Yachty can't give you no swag. He talking about he hanging out with Lil Yachty. Me personally, nothing against Lil Yachty. I just never really got into him like that, but I'm not sure what type of, you know what I'm saying? But whatever. You signed to a ninja who signed to a ninja who say he signed to that ninja. So, You got Kendrick. He signed to TDE. TDE has a distribution deal with Sony, but it's another. It's a basically Sony. TDE has a distribution deal with Sony. So basically, it's just distribution. So he signed to TDE. He's getting his bread that way, right? Now, Drake, it was signed to Wayne, who was signed to Birdman, who was signed to, and some people might, I don't know what the deal is with Slim and all that, but who signed to Interscope. You get what I'm saying? It's like, or Universal, whatever. It's a lot. It's a lot, right? So his split might not be his true split. You get what I'm saying? Now, granted, do Drake have more money than Kendrick? Yeah, I would probably say so, obviously. We talking about somebody that's doing Apple commercials. They're doing commercials for iPhone, Verizon, stuff like that. Like, this is big. I don't believe Kendrick has that. Now, Kendrick is nice, though, right? This one. So, in the last one, right? So, you know how they talk in Canada. No, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. No, don't you know? Don't you know that? He kept saying, being there for your son. You don't know nothing about that. So, if you remember, so it's a double play, right? So, the accent, he's making fun of it. And two, what's his name? He wasn't really trying to claim the son at first. He had it with the little stripper hoe, whatever she was. He wasn't trying to claim the son. So, anyway, talks about 21 Savage writing for him. Did he? I don't know if he did or if he did not. I know he clicked up with him, did a whole album, and that kind of put that level, that 21's now, he was cool, don't get me wrong, but now he's up here. So it kind of was a both ways. So 21 probably brought a little bit more credibility to Drake, right? He probably brought a little bit more, like, he made him look a little more official, streetwise, right? Now, on the other hand, Drake brought that main spotlight to 21. 21 was big, like locally big. Not bigger, then he went from that to maybe a little bit bigger. Now it's a different story, right? Using AI lyrics. Yeah, like I don't think he did. I don't think he uses too much of his own stuff, man. I really don't. I think he is the star. So what is what a lot of ghostwriters would say. A lot of ghostwriters would say, okay, well, if all I'm doing is rapping someone else's lyrics, then why somebody else rap it and make hundreds of millions of dollars, right? That's a fair argument. Drake's the star. You get what I'm saying? He's different. He's from Canada. He's Jewish. You get what I'm saying? He has a different style. He brings a different, what the word is? He brings a different, he just brings a different style to the game. Even if it's not his lyrics, right? So that's what he's going to say. Well, if I'm just such a sucker, blah, 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 then, yeah, man, go find somebody else to do it like me. So, in a nutshell, man, this song's about 6 minutes. I think he really splashed him, man. I feel like what he brought to him, Drake will have to really redeem himself, and it's gonna need a lot more than that little. Just for those that don't know, on his Instagram, he went and posted the little trolling little meme from 10 Things I Hate About You. I hate how you dress. I hate how you're the best. I hate all this. Right, as Reese Witherspoon. So he's talking about how, yeah, I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way this, that. Listen to the song. It's in the description. But anyway, I feel like personally, it's gonna take a lot more than that, bro. That's not gonna ooh and ah nobody after what Kendrick just did. So as a hip hop fan, as someone that enjoys music, I feel like what you did, that's not enough. That's not enough. I feel like what you need to do is you need to really bring something to the forefront, to the table, that maybe is at least comparing. Like, if you got to talk to your ghostwriters, talk to them. Do whatever you have to do, but you're not looking good at this point. I'll be honest with you, Drake. You're not looking too smooth right now. And trolling isn't gonna do it, in my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. Anyway, I'll put the video below if y'all want to listen to it. If you haven't already, you probably heard it like 10,000 times already. It's all over the internet. But if you haven't, it's in the description below. I appreciate you watching. If you have not already, like I said, please hit that subscribe and that like button. Y'all have a great afternoon. Salute. I'm gone.